Hello, dear aspirants. We are going to discuss about Plato in this video, and it's the part one of regarding the lecture of Plato, and inshallah, we will discuss him in other videos as well. So, firstly, if we talk about his date of birth, that may be 423, 427, or 428, and date of death is to be considered 347, 348 BC. He is to be known as a renowned ancient Greek Western political philosopher. You know better when you have to write about or you have to attempt any question about any philosopher or about his theory, thoughts, or ideology. Then, in your introduction, in your intro, you have to quote maximum technical terms, which will help you to get good marks. So, it's a short overview about Plato, which you can mention. Plato is also to be known as father of political philosophy. And you know better, political mean state, affairs of the state. And if we talk about the foundership of Plato, Plato is to be considered as the founder of political philosophy, as I was discussing. Then the father of idealism, because he gave the concept of idealism, this theory, basically on, and he believed in the theory of forms, that every reality, everything which we see is the result of what we thought, what we think. So means to say, he is to be known as, and we will discuss these series in detail as well, father of idealism, the ancient Greek democracy, the concept which was, he is also to be known as founder of that, and the founder of ideal state. The concept of ideal state was firstly given by Plato, mostly discussed in his book, initially The Republic, and later on he wrote many other books as well. And he is also the founder or the founding father of the academy, which was an educational institution which was established by him, which was considered to be as the first university of Europe in 385 BC. And through his this academy, basically he launched the proper educational system, because the concept of ideal state which was given by him was based basically on the concept of education and justice system mainly. So he is to be known as the father of political philosophy, idealism, the Athens in Greek democracy, and ideal state, and the academy, which is to be regarded as the first university of Europe. This is the academy in which even Aristotle got proper admission at the age of 17 years and got education properly. And this was the first institution which was established for the sake of education, for the sake of proper education. If we talk about his key work, he is a great Western philosopher. He wrote many books. Its number is about 30. But the most important, in which he discussed his thoughts, theories, and ideologies. The first one is The Republic, which published in 386 BC, and this is the most important book which is linked with Plato. So the Laws, another book having after studying the constitution and the political system of many city-states and states in the world, he wrote this book, The Laws, in 347 BC, and later on he also wrote another important book, The Statesman, in 348 BC. So if we talk about the key work written by Plato, so this was. If we talk about the concept of ideal state which was given by Plato, so his ideal state basically was focused on two main major systems. The first one is education system and the second one is justice system. And these both things are very important for any successful state. So basically he divided through education system the society into three classes or the segments. Firstly, the producer or the labor class. Basically, later on in this, even in this video, in a slide, we will discuss the education system which was given by him. So, the elementary education, not qualifiers for them. This was the possibility and the availability, the producer or the labor class. Mostly the producers, the businessmen, the farmers, the artisans, the professionals are to be there because they were unable to get or to cross the education limits. But they would be literate, but not having the capacity. The second class, which was introduced by Plato, was the warrior class. Those who have to qualify the elementary base and are in between higher and elementary stage. So that class to be known as the warrior class on the basis of spirit. And the third and the most important class as the executive class, as the ruling class, which was introduced by Plato for his ideal state, that was the ruler class. And for ruler class, he mentioned the concept of the concept of philosopher king, and the age limit which was mentioned for this class was 30 to 50, 35 to 50, and these people are highly qualified, are the philosopher basically. And after having this education till the age of 50 years, then there is also to be designed a test system for by Plato, and the highest qualified people, after qualifying the highest test, then those will be considered as the philosophers, as the king philosophers, as the ruler class, or as the executive class. So this was the concept which was introduced by Plato for his ideal state, in which basically he divided the society into three classes, but on the other hand, at the same time, he gave a new idea for having a ruling class, for having a warrior class, or for having a producer or labor class. So this was very interesting concept which was given by him. So if we talk about Plato's thought, Plato favored pluralist approach and he was against individualism. He mostly talked about collective approach, and as we discussed lastly about his education system, so he gave in education system the elementary education, for which the age limit is was 3 years to 20 years, and after then the second segment was higher education. The age limit was considered by him 20 to 35 year, and then philosopher education, for which the age limit was 35 to 50 year. So these were the three stages of education which were designed by Plato for the division of the society, for giving them the assignments as per their capability, as per their wisdom, as per their love to education and love to knowledge. So he thought the most highly qualified rulers there should be to rule this ideal state, and which were to be known as the philosopher king, and then also the higher education and the alley. So one thing which is needed to be clear here, that As per the Plato's concept of ideal state, no person will be illiterate. Every person of the ideal state has to get education, and then there are some stages. Who will be highly qualified will get highly responsible responsibility to deliver for the ideal state. So, Plato gave the concept of wisdom. Basically, he divided the society on the basis of the first wisdom lovers. This is the philosopher king class. This is the people who wanted to study, who want to get maximum wisdom and knowledge, and he considered them as the wisdom lover ruler class, or on the basis of reasoning, and those are to be known as philosopher king as well. The second class, which was introduced by Plato, that was honor lovers, warriors class, which which will work on the basis of spirit, and the third one, that is the gain lovers, who work for benefits, who work for gains, who work for to earn more, and that is to be known as gain lovers, labor or producer class, on the basis of appetite and their approach. So this class was also given by Plato in his concept of the division of the society, which was introduced and given by him. Dear students, you are studying about different concepts which were introduced for a state by the Plato in his the Republic, a new concept, a new idea which was given by him with the name of ideal state. So he divided basically the society into three classes on the basis of wisdom, spirit, and appetite, on the basis of education system. And he said that this is the most important relevant individual justice. And he said that this is the justice, this is the individual justice on the basis of qualification and knowledge and education. And he mostly considered that this is the most relevant system of education system. If we talk about the criticism which was introduced by Plato on justice system, which was given by him on two bases: individual justice and class justice, collective justice. So individual justice he justified, and he also gave that the brain is at the top because only because of wisdom. The heart is in between the stomach and brain only because of spirit, and the stomach is at the end on the basis of necessities and appetite. So he justified this system, this division of society on the basis of education and wisdom. So the justice system which was given by Plato had lack of legal framework. This was a biggest drawback because he didn't recommend any legal framework for the justice system. He considered that every person of a state will be an ideal person, and he will deliver ideally, and there will be no chance of injustice by him. So this system, this justice system given by Plato, also was lack of enforcement, purely based on ethics and morality, which was mostly promoted by Plato. And this system basically is even impracticable in the modern state system, because in the modern state system there is the need of legal framework and enforcement, but Plato did not introduce any like that. So basically Plato had disbelief on the capacity of humans. He believes that humans will never be able, having the best education, having the 100% literacy rate, and having the individual justice on the basis of education, a new concept which was introduced by him for the executive. So he believed that this capacity, so he basically disbelieved on the capacity of the humans. And he also advocated of totalitarianism. He believed that mostly this thought, this theory was provoked by him, and the people who will especially the king philosopher. He also applied even the communism on the king philosophers, even at personal level. And later on, even Karl Marx was impressed by Plato. So, dear students, if you want to know more about different political and philosophers, and you want to learn about current affairs, Pakistan affairs, political science, IR, or different topics which are very important for you, then you have to subscribe my channel, Learn with Dr. Muhammad Ismail. And lastly, I have to mention another quotation which was given by Plato. Plato said that Plato justice system is basically was based on self-control. This was individual justice. Means to say, he said that on the basis of education, every person has to control himself or herself, and then there will be no need of any, you can say, any further justifications or any other further issue. So, Plato basically gave the best idea of the best state or the ideal state on the basis, or formulating on the basis of ideas, having the foreign father of idealism. But at the end, this was perceived that this system is almost not practically applicable, having many deficiencies, many drawbacks, even the education system. And that was an idea, that was a theory, but when you have to apply this theory or idea on state, then have to face many complications or many issues, which were criticized mostly or pointed by Aristotle as well. Dear students, take care. Thank you for listening me. Goodbye.